for the other populations, the CAF, the Canadian Armed Forces members, Corrections Canada, this is very much part of those discussions as well. And where exactly they sit in the priority, I'd have to come back to you. But they will get a small amount of vaccines in the first quarter.
The federal government providing some details, but no clear answers on how and when people covered by federal health care will get their COVID vaccines. This includes the Canadian Armed Forces, Indigenous people living on reserve, and those working and incarcerated in Canadian prisons.
The vast majority of vaccine will be deployed and implemented by the provinces and territories. Very small numbers are expected to address those very specific federal populations that don't get it from the provincial territorial system.
This comes as the outgoing American president moves to block U.S.-made vaccines from leaving the country, signing an executive order that says U.S. pharma companies must prioritize American vaccine delivery first.
In just a few minutes, I'll sign an executive order to ensure that the United States government prioritizes the getting out of the vaccine to American citizens before sending it to other nations.
Trump says he could use the Defense Production Act, a law that could give the American government right of first refusal on vaccine orders. This would include U.S.-based companies Moderna and Pfizer, but Canadian officials say they're not concerned.
We're very confident that Pfizer and other vaccine makers that are contractually obligated to deliver doses to Canada will be able to meet those obligations.
This is not the first time America First has caught Canada off guard. In April, Donald Trump asked 3M to stop exporting N95 masks to Canada, drawing strong condemnation from across the country. But Canada may have learned its lesson. Intergovernmental Affairs Minister Dominic LeBlanc says contracts with Pfizer are written to prevent exactly this problem.
Deliberately in the contracts themselves, we contemplated having access to production facilities on more than one continent. So we're very confident that the commitments that Pfizer made can and will be respected.
There was also some information on the vaccine supply chain dry run happening this week. Major General Danny Fortin says it's still too soon to say if any fixes are needed, but he says the first dummy boxes of dry ice are set to land in Canada within the next 2 days. From there, they'll be shipped to those 14 distribution points across the country to see if each location is up to the job. In Ottawa, Xiao Li, City News.